how long, because the game is playing in the background and all of that. But I'm in the midst. I've already marinated some chicken, so I'm in the midst of getting ready to make a HelloFresh dish. But we don't order HelloFresh anymore. We just have all the recipe cards. Um, so that's what I have going on at the moment. What is my movement for the day? Unpacking, cleaning, primarily unpacking. But I had a really good session today with the peer group. Oh my gosh, it was such a good session. That's why I haven't hit you up at all, D, or any of my friends that watch this. I was actually on Zoom for 2 hours, and it was just so, I don't know. I don't have words for the experience that I had, but it was just so good to connect with like a good person, understand some of the things that I've gone through in my life, and just being on the same page. It's just always nice when you can meet people that have same similar stories as you. And I told her, I said, I wish we would have met like 5 years ago. I'm like, you could have helped me in more ways than a little bit. And it's just exciting because to hear why she is doing the work that she's doing, and why I'm doing what I'm doing, it's all rooted from the same thing. And so that's what I find most fascinating. So, yeah, it's exciting. So I feel like I have met another internet bestie, essentially. Um, but this time it's a classmate. And this classmate solidifies some of the stuff that I've been dealing with my chair and just saying, like, that's not normal. You shouldn't be going through this stuff. So I'm like, that just seems like it's the story of my life. I shouldn't say that. It's not the story of my life. It's just my experience of what I'm having and dealing with my chair. So it's all good. I will survive. This is not the worst. It will not be the end. And there will be plenty of other things that I will have to, I don't want to say endure. There will be other challenges in life besides the one that I'm dealing with my chair. Hi, Yanni and Harish. Not sure how to say your name. I'm sorry. But hi, you guys. I'm just getting ready to cook dinner. Nothing crazy. Hi, Thomas. Um, that's pretty much what I'm doing on my end. And Jesus and D. Look at that. All these people. I don't know how to say all these names, but I was just rambling on, D. I'm just digging in the fridge to get my ingredients out and everything that I need to make this pho. I'm excited to make some pho. I should have made it last week, but I didn't have the that's how you say my name. Oh, yay. Okay. Oh, nope, didn't say that. D, are you editing? What do you have going on? Yes, it's a HelloFresh recipe. It's nothing, I don't want to be like, it's nothing fancy. It's good. I've made it before. It's just been a while since I made it. But I noticed when we were moving, I said, you know what? We have a lot of ingredients for pho, so we need to make sure we make that because I'm not trying to throw this away. Thank you, D. I was like, I have nothing to say to that. I'm like, oh, we got Brazil in the house. That's so cool. Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you. Um, D, you crack me up. Okay, got a Cuban, got some Cubans, a Cuban in the house. We got Brazil. I'm not editing. I'm waiting on my notes. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I was talking with my classmate, and she was like, "What do you mean you had to email somebody your paper to get it and turn it in. I was like, that's what I was told by my chair to do. So I did that. And she's like, that's so weird because when you turn in your paper as an assignment, it should pick it up. And I was like, I agree. Listen, it's like I told her, I said, I'm just trying to be done. I'm trying to be done so I don't have to keep putting myself through this every single week with this chair. I'm just trying to get it finished sooner rather than later. That's all I'm trying to do. And the sooner I'm done, the better my life will be. And actually, I shouldn't say that. My life is already good, but I don't have to worry about, is she going to cancel this week? Or are we going to actually meet? I don't have to play that game anymore. And that's what I'm really banking on, is that I don't have to play that game anymore. So, but aside from that, that's what I've been up to. Hey, out. And Dee, I was going to tell you, oh my gosh, you just crack me up every time you say that. Because feeling is mutual. But besides you, even my classmate, she's like, this is crazy. She's like, I don't even understand why you're going through this stuff, because I shouldn't have to. She's like, everything's already laid out. I don't understand why she's not just following that. I said, listen, I think half of why if we just would have followed the roadmap that was given to us, I would have been already done probably. But because that's not what she wants to do, now it's taking extra long. So it's just taking longer than what it needs to. But I'm like, that's okay. You know, my thing is I know I will be class of 2025. I would love to graduate this May, but if I don't graduate until next May, or I'm a part of the fall graduation, but I walk like the following year, I don't care. I'm like, a degree is a degree. I've earned them and also not walked. So I don't like that anymore. That's just like a little too weird for me. So I think I'm gonna put you guys like in the cabinet like that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Kind of better. So plus I can read. I'm like, I can't read that stuff when it's so far away. But so yeah, I don't have time for people to be making it unnecessarily complicated when really I just want to be done. Let me get my ginger. Okay. Yeah. A little bit of ginger and zucchini. It's very healthy. It's very healthy. I feel like, but it's also very protein intense. But this is the actual recipe. It's the Hello Fresh. But we made it a long time ago. It's been a while since I've made it, but it's just time. Hi there, my day is going well. Can't complain. I don't know if anybody was watching any football today, but that's what we have going on our end. Um, I'm here. I'm just adjusting things. Um, Thank you. Very kind of you. Thank you. Um, okay. So you haven't heard anything back on your edits then, D. I'm assuming. Do you think you'll hear something back by Monday? I'm just curious. Okay. Not yet. He will email probably by Tuesday. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So, any crazy cold weather? We're actually warming up again. We'll be like low in the I think 40s, which is much more doable. And he will have a solid plan. I know how he operates, and if he hated it, he would have already told me. Okay, that's good. That's really good. But I feel like I should have made soup last week because it was actually much colder. And now I feel like I'm kind of making it out of sequence. We had 38 today. Feels like a heat wave. Exactly. I think we were like high 50s, low 60s today, um, which is like a nice day for us. A really nice day. I'm just peeling the zucchini. That's what I'm doing. Making little ribbons because that's what the recipe calls for. I will probably find my husband in the UK. Listen, if that's the case, there are direct flights in London or direct flights from Phoenix to London, so I'm not complaining. And I only know this because we flew directly from the UK back to Phoenix last summer. So I know those flights exist. And as a kid, I lived in England for 3 years. So I'm like, I'm ready to go back. I want to go back and like actually look around. Another place I would love to go back to, but I don't know if this could happen again. I would love to go back to Turkey because I lived there too, but where we lived, I the chances of us trying to get back to that area are just kind of like not possible. But I don't know, when you grow up as a military kid and you're just, bouncing from place to place, I like to try to go back to those places as an adult. I did. Turkey was great. I think the timing of which I went was good. I'm still really good friends with a lot of people from that time in my life. I moved there right before I turned 13 and I left when I was about 15. I want to go there for their medical facility, full body scan. Ooh. Now, I never went to Istanbul, but I did go to Ankara and Izmir. Well, we lived down by the Mediterranean, by Ankara, or not Ankara, Adana. So, my experience, it just, like any country, just like the US, you go to like the Northwest is going to be very different from the Northeast. If you come to the Southwest, it's very different. So, Turkey's the same way. Different regions, different culture, different experience. But I've already registered for CrossFit tomorrow. My goal this week is to go, we'll see how this goes. My goal is to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think I can do it. And then that just leaves me with Thursday. I don't think I have any appointments Thursday, so I might be able to pull that off. But if not, it's not the end of the world. Um, because remember, I'm supposed to be going at minimum twice a week. But I think I have adapted enough in the new space that I can, I think. I like to aim higher. So I'm going to say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But if we just do Monday, Tuesday, then we've already reached the goal. So that's half the battle. More than half the battle. Um, But that's my goal. I'm looking at the time. Ooh, 15 minutes. We're doing good. I will probably hop off of here like in the next 4 minutes. I'm gonna need help with date closed in the UK. Oh, I mean, you're gonna be in the UK like in July, right? But you have like one of your book talk buddies in Ireland. Maybe they can come down and help you. And I still need to send all of that stuff from Simfora, our favorite gift box that kept giving disappointment. He is over there. Do you care? Like, do you care what his race is? I don't know. Like, that doesn't matter to everybody, but some people that does matter. Do you mind that he's from someplace else? Or not the same race? I was watching, girl, no, I will have to give you the tea. My Ireland book buddy. Oh, okay. Yes. You know my DMs are always available for those stories. Sounds like that's not a good option. That's what I'm taking. That's the vibe I'm getting. I mean, the good thing is, like, if you're ever out on the West Coast, of course, there's always direct flights from Phoenix to LA. A lot of Phoenix people, or Phoenix, LA folks like to come to, girl, that's a loaded question about race. I, I know, part of me was like, is this a lot to ask? Or, because some people, I was watching Club Shay Shay, and Cheryl Underwood was on there, and he interviewed her. And I think between Unc and Cheryl Underwood and just where they are in life, like, it's just very, their answer to that question was, I found it really fascinating. So, and I think maybe if they were younger, they probably would have had a different answer. But because they're older, they're just like, I just want companionship. I don't want to do life alone type of thing. At least that's how Cheryl was answering it. It was a good interview. I forgot how much I like her. I never watched the talk, but apparently it's off air anyway. But I do like Cheryl Underwood. She just seems like good people. Age is definitely a factor for sure. Yes. Cheryl Underwood said he could be from age, she said 35 to 95. I was like, ooh, 95? That's different. She said I mean, again, I don't want to spoil the podcast, but it was a good episode. It took me only 3 days to kind of listen to it, which means I have not been listening to the book. I can't even schedule my colonoscopy because my friends live around the country. Oh my gosh, yes. And you have to make sure you get that done. Like, that's important. Hi to whoever's like hanging out but not typing in the chat. I have a feeling it might be one of my close friends, but I know she may not ever type in the chat. But hi. Um, I need a laugh out loud girl. I need a man to drive me to dumb appointments like that. Oh my gosh. No comment. I'm not even commenting on that. I know. I feel like it is one of my close friends just like hanging tight in the background. Um, Because then when her and I talk, she's like, yeah, I saw you. I'm like, I know it's her. Because everybody else, they will make a comment, the strangers. And thank you for kicking out the weirdo. I'm like, I don't even know what to do with those people. That's what happened to me the other day when I went live that morning. I said, nope. If I don't have familiar people that I know, I'm going to go ahead and say what I have to say on the live and I'm going to get off. Because, yeah, at that point, I had fulfilled my live obligation. Um, but we've had, I was supposed to like have dinner cooked. I was going to try to have it cooked a while ago, but we had to make not really an emergency trip to Lowe's, but we needed to make a trip to Lowe's. So, our next big project is um, not like project, but thing to do. You can block them. I don't know how, but you can. Oh, okay. I have to figure that out. I'll definitely have to figure out how to block people. I don't know how to do it, but I'm bound to learn. Um, but we had some interesting activity happening in the neighborhood, so it's like, okay, we need to get some blinds. And for those that don't know, when you move, there are such thing as temporary blinds if you have windows that are like completely exposed. Um, we've only been officially in the house for like 2 weeks. I was gonna give it like another month. Cafecito, Cito blocks people all the time. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not on her level yet, but when I get there, you best believe I will be more attentive in blocking people. Um, but I feel like she also has a lot of people that chime in into her chat, and so it just kind of distracts from like the people she wants to be in contact with, like you and probably some of her other followers. I'm like, for the most part, I'm still a very small channel, so I'm not quite there yet. But what I was gonna say, I was messaging you earlier, and then one of my good friends last night or the night before, and just saying how I do think people are going to be looking for more channels like ours over the next, especially when TikTok disappears, because I don't know what they're going to do after those 90 days. Seriously, I don't know what their plan is. Um, because I just don't know what their plan is. So, YouTube is going to be looking real good for folks. You're okay? Oh, what do I have to do with this? Okay, what do I do with this ginger? Sorry, I have to read. Do I oh, I just chop it up. Okay. But I gotta take the skin off, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. The last time, did I make this or did you make it? Ah, I stand corrected. I did not make this the last time. The better half made it. But we just had so many ingredients left over from the first time. Because we were attempting to make it again on our own. But I'm like, dude, we got to make this before summer comes again. Before it's 90 degrees outside, and then I'm not going to want to eat any kind of soup because it'll just be too hot. But I am ready for soup and salad season, or really just salad and fruit. He needs to make it again. I know. I know. I might solicit some help with the meat, but we'll see. I don't like touching raw meat. Like it kind of grosses me out, but I'm trying to be a good spouse. Keep the directions this time. Yes. No. Because these, I don't know if y'all have ever had HelloFresh before, but what I do like with HelloFresh is you get all of these recipe cards and then you're able to make this stuff again. So anytime I'm like, I don't know what else to make, I just go to the recipe cards and start making stuff, basically. It just seems like the best option. Sorry, chopping ginger requires a little bit more concentration than what I typically would. I'm not the professional chopper of this household. Um, by the way, it took my video that I started uploading last night like 12 hours to upload because that bad boy was 60 minutes long. Sorry, I really don't like to have videos that long because I'm like, who is watching this? But I also don't want to waste the footage, so I just go ahead and put it up because you just never know. Somebody joins your channel, likes your content, and then they just want to watch a whole playlist of what you got going on. I'm making sour soup, ginger, and lemon tea now. Oh, that sounds good. I forget you're a tea person. My creative partner is a tea person too. She really likes tea. She took me to this tea spot on Vashon Island near Seattle, and I need to drink some tea at night. And I go with like non-caffeinated tea. Why does it take so long to upload even for an hour video? That's so long. Listen, and I'm so delusional at that hour that I'm like, good night. I'm not even going to try to figure out why it's taking so long. Um, I think because I just refuse to upload this stuff to like my tablet or laptop. I need to. I really, really need to. I'm wise enough to where my phone is linked to my laptop. So I'm sure there's a way that those videos are connected and I could just upload YouTube from there. I just have not taken the time to figure that out for myself. Not quite yet, but I need to. You guys see like the reality of my life in the corner there? Still unpacking. Ugh. But we have to get our butts in gear because we have to start unpacking the other place. Not unpacking, getting it prepped and ready. So we can say property is for rent. We got to get it together. So, all right. So it wants me. Oh, okay. Stand by, guys. All right. So it says 1 packet of salt and pepper. Okay. Wait a minute. Combine the beef, panko. You ever post the video and you forget what you said in the video? Every single time. That's why I'm like, hey guys, thanks for watching. I'm like, I don't know what I said all week. I need to make notes, but I'm usually like doing stuff when I record, so then it's just like I don't even know who's watching at this point. Me all the time. I'm about to watch what I posted before bed. Oh my gosh. And a second medium bowl combined the beef. Okay, so we're gonna make 12 meatballs. Okay. Alright, I think I've got it. Me all the time. Oh, I do have a writing prompt video on Wednesday. Ooh, that's gonna be good. I think honestly, people just give it a month. Civil, not civil unrest. People will be like, I am checking out from all of this stuff and I need to focus on something else. 500 to 1,000 word exercise. Yes. And I think people are going to be looking like, oh, wait a minute, there's a writing prompt. Let me work on that movie. I think that's seriously going to happen. I do. And part of the reason why I say that is I think about my own behavior. Like, just I was reflecting on this. And I was like, honestly, I remember looking towards other social media spaces just to kind of like, because Facebook was just Facebook. Um, and channels that I would kind of watch on occasion, like Remy Ashton and like all of her buddies, I found that I would watch them every week instead of watching them on an occasion. My behaviors changed. And I feel like there will be people our age or younger that are going to look for channels that are kind of like that, but they can relate to you and giving them something to do and not just like watching stuff for entertainment value. That's my opinion. Oh, I just remembered something else. Everything's fine. I'm fine. I've never made this dish before. Huh? Yeah, I'm live, but everybody's in the room. Everybody's like, it's only two people watching. I got a good job. A good job. Because I'm like, everything's fine, no worries. I'm just, dropping stuff, making noise. So I was told, good job. I'm like, I think I need some help, but I'm good. I think I got it. Well, I'm looking forward to the writing prompt because that'll give me something, especially Wednesday night, like I'm driving home. Dee from LaSure TV, the one that one day I'll get to see her movie as an influencer, she said hi. Did you hear me? My YouTube bestie, Dee, she said hi. He said hi. He's gonna act awkward. He does this with all of my friends, whether in person or on Zoom or live. He's consistent. But he has a fan club at my job, which is kind of funny. Not kind of funny. It is funny. So, um, but I think people are going to be looking for more channels like ours. I tried to come up with some good prompts. Oh Lord. Is it gonna be like dear husband prompts? I'm a little nervous now because you're very creative. Very, very creative. So I'm like, how good prompts? I don't know what that means. I do awkward. As long as he loves you, I'm good. Yes. He does this with all of my friends until he gets to know them. No, dear husband prompts. Okay, good. I'm like, is it on the lines of that? Because I don't want to be having to clench my pearls. Like, oh my gosh. Which my cousin and sister-in-law and I already had that moment with the Sexy Red and Bruno Mars song that came out. We were like, we can't get that 2 minutes and 22 seconds back in our lives. I have a thriller prompt fantasy romance. Oh, I feel like I'm done working on the ultimate paper. I hmm I feel like I could do some type of a novel, I think. I don't know. Um but I feel like I just need to write, That's, how it is. It's like you can do anything creative. You just need to write it. You just need to practice. I know I have 1,000 children's books floating through my brain. Oh my gosh, that video, I can't get that part of my life back. I was like, can you take me back to the 90s where it was like explicit, where they would say, you have to have parental rights to like listen to this? I'm 41 and I was like, I don't think I should be listening to this. I want my life back. I can't get it back. And people love her. People love Sexy Red. She's like worldwide. It's crazy. I'm only saying this because I went on 3 different cruise ships last year in 3 different parts of this world. And you know what they all played? Sexy Red. Every single last one of them. And they didn't just play one song, they played multiple. So that told me a lot. It told me a whole lot. I'm like, she may not be my cup of tea, but the world loves her. I don't get it, but I'm like, hey, we're all entitled to like what we like. I just am not a fan of her. And it's not even just how she dresses. Like, I'm just not a fan of her music. I don't know why. I was listening to a good interview on the Breakfast Club, actually. I'm not done listening to it. The guy that plays on BMF, Da Vinci, he's doing a really good interview. I'm almost done listening to it. Very smart young man. But if you watch it, you'll kind of get my point of like, the world thinks like collectively that's how we are as a people. And it's like, that's not how I am. It's fine. It exists. It's fine. But no, I'm not Sexy Red. Nope. Lime veggie stock concentrate. Hmm. Okay. Sorry. It's yeah, she's just not for me. Nope. Okay. I've got about I've got chicken in the oven as well because I'm meal prepping as I talk to y'all. It's not just the pho, but he's gonna make couscous to go with the chicken. So we've got some more than one meal in the refrigerator. So I'm making the pho. I made a pasta dish last night with Italian sausage and like chicken sausage. I think it was good. But it was like that protein pasta, which wasn't bad, but it was still protein pasta. I'm just running back and forth and grabbing ingredients. Okay, so how much of this? Half cup, fourth cup. Okay. Hmm. Hey, love, I have a question. This, like, I'll be back, guys. So I need to put, I don't have a concentrate.
That's okay.
So I just put
The veggie, the five concentrate is what makes the juice. So the concentrate you add water to it. So,
I really just use a handful of powdered paper, cut in half the scallions, and then, okay, the rest of that is in the soup.
remember, about putting water in there too. I know it's a tablespoon, but then just loosen it up in case. The concentrate is like,
In the liquid, the concentrate.
yes,
Okay, not for the actual meatball.
the next.
Okay.
Because the meatballs in the morning, it's just you already got the final sauce stock, so you don't need to concentrate.
Right, okay. I'm just double checking. Okay, I'm back. I had to ask the expert that's made this before what I was doing. Okay, I'm down to one person watching. Okay, I'm back now. I think I'm like back for good. Not gonna be running back and forth anymore. So, wow, this is going much longer than I planned. But you know what I was gonna tell you, Dee, is that I ended up getting um, an hour of watch time from my video. I think was it last Monday? I think it was last Monday. So I think I'm gonna be getting some good jumps this coming week with my time, which I'm happy about. The Fa chef needs to make the dinner. I would, but Fa chef is not under the weather, but not like his normal 100% self. So I'm giving him some grace is what I'm trying to say. He has not been feeling 110%. So, which is good. It's fine. But he has gone to the other house and just been grabbing stuff and bringing it over here. So I'm very thankful for that. Moving things along, at least. But aside from that, yay, watch hours. Come on now. Exactly. When I saw that 1 hour jump, I was like, okay. And I didn't do any recordings today. I got up later But you know how it is, like when you're in a new place and a new space, you're trying to like establish routines. That's what I'm trying to do. And so it's taking me longer to clean than what I would want to. But I'm like, that's okay because I'm still getting to know everything. Um, it doesn't mean, I guess my point is on the weekend, I need to focus on trying to get stuff done in the house. And then I can do videos like tomorrow. That's not going to be an issue. I can record without a problem. So, um, yeah. But as long as I record a video tomorrow for Tuesday, that's all that really matters to me. That's all that matters. And then I thought I had an extra video that I had recorded, and I feel like I probably do have it. I just have to keep looking. So, yeah, but those watch hours, I'm up to like 52 or 53. I'm like, I will take that. I will take that any day of the week compared to like being at one. So I'm like, in my mind, if I just keep going live, you know, and yesterday, I mean, I have to give myself grace. If I can't go live on a day, then that's just what it is. But if I can go live, talk as long as I can. And as long as one or a couple of people pop in, those hours count for something. They'll work themselves out. So I'm not too worried. It's just better to have something versus nothing. So for the videos that I didn't upload, I made up for it for the lives. And then I know like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, well, 5 days of lives. So this time next week, I should be up another 5, 6 hours. Exactly. Stay the course. Exactly. So, and like I said, yesterday was just one of those days. I probably could have figured out how I could have gone live, but you know how it is. You just get in the groove and you just got stuff you got to do, and you just need to concentrate on doing those things. Um, but I knew today, I was like, I have to go live today. I need to. So I don't want to get too, yes, we all need to have grace. Yes, absolutely. So, hey, love, can you take this out of the oven? Because my hands have meat. Please. You can put it behind me. He's probably going to try to hide himself. Just watch. Um, yes, and I give myself grace. Even talking with my classmate today, and I was like, I have all these edits that I have to do for the similarity report. Oh my gosh. Y'all can see this craziness next to me. Y'all probably saw him walk from behind. You probably need to put a towel down behind me though. Oh my gosh.
Where you want it?
Behind, right here.
Right here?
Yes. You can see this. As if he has not been a regular post. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How does the chicken look?
Mm-hmm.
It looks fine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I have the gray hooded, you know, I'm hiding from the camera person. Leave the door open, please. Thank you. Open the cabinet back up. Nobody can see you. Well, they will because you're going to walk directly behind me. Yes. As if no one has ever seen a post of him. It's telling you. And I mean, y'all can't really see from here, but he's a riot. Just a riot. All because he was protecting himself. I don't know from what. From being seen, I guess. He doesn't want to be YouTube famous. Even though he's already like famous. What can I say? I'm telling you. And that loud clash you heard in the background, that was him hitting a cabinet because his hoodie was pulled over his head too much. Yeah, that happened. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's with this. I'm almost done making the meatballs. I'm not like fancy like Cafecito. He's already famous. He is. But I'm terrible to be over here trying to share the recipe and do all of that with y'all. I can't. I could tell you what I'm making, but I've never prided myself on making this channel a cooking channel. Um, I do enjoy cooking, but no. Like, I'm not that person. I'm happy to share recipes if people want the recipe, but I'm not sponsored by HelloFresh or any of those things, but um actually HelloFresh got us through in 2020. I don't know what it was. I was the type of wife slash parent guardian where I made everything from scratch. Like, I made all the meals homemade. And it was like when we were stuck at home, I lost all motivation to cook. Like, I just didn't have it in me. And one of my really good friends, she's actually German. She's like one of my best friends too. Um, she was telling me that they do HelloFresh, and I was like, really? So, and she cooks from scratch too. So for her to say that, I was like, dude, give yourself some grace. Like, try to HelloFresh. So we ended up doing HelloFresh, I think, 3.5 years, for a long time. Um, so we ended up doing HelloFresh for like 3 years. So it was a game changer. Um, oh, check this off. Okay. All right. But anyways, guys, I think I am going to hop off when we hit 1 hour. So any other topics, especially regarding the challenge, do y'all have any questions there so I can answer those questions? Or what other topic do y'all have that we could talk about? We listen, HelloFresh was I would have never thought that I would have tried something like a HelloFresh, but when I tell you that life was lifing during that time in my life, and when I tell you I made everything from scratch all the time, I made it from scratch all the time. All the time. I cooked everything fresh. And when 2020 hit, I was buying like frozen vegetables. Never had chicken nuggets in the house. Bought chicken nuggets and was like, here's some rice roni. Y'all enjoy type of thing. You're failing in the challenge. How are you failing? You've been writing this whole time. You've been editing. Okay, so you have to try, just try, like, do some stretching, do some meditation, do something. Even if you're cleaning your home, that's movement too. I don't think people realize that stuff counts. Um, I'm looking at my watch right now. I'm like, has it picked up on what I've done today? Yeah, I'm almost at 3,000 steps just doing stuff. And I know I'll get to 4,000 steps tonight. I already know it just because of how much moving around I'm having to do. I'm right here, guys, but let me see if I can pop y'all up someplace else. It's not like such a awkward angle. There we go. Look at that. I just don't like that it's so busty, but whatever. It's just you and me, D, so it is what it is. Um, movement. I write daily, but I have to get my workouts back in. Like walk my dog 1 mile 3 days a week. Yes. But to be fair, you guys have been dealing with some crazy weather too. So, and I know weather can affect like just your mental because it's like it's just so dark and so gloomy. I'm only saying this because I lived in Missouri for literally 14 months of my life, and I was like, I am not a Four Seasons kind of gal. I prefer to feel like summer, spring, and fall. We can skip winter altogether. I didn't know that it was normal for it to still be cold in like May in certain parts of this country. I had no idea. My birthday is in May, and literally, I'll never forget it. I said, how is it 41 degrees in May? I didn't even know how to take that. Like, I was upset. And I've never been, not like I had pool parties or anything like that as a kid, but, you know, like, you could do stuff outside because it was warm, you know. But with the snow, I've only gone 1.5 miles a day. So I walk my dog 1 mile 3 times a day. Wow. So he gets like a 3 mile walk. And you say my dogs are spoiled? Tillman would lose his grits. He would lose it. He'd be like, oh my gosh, I have the best owners on the block. But I look at him and I'm like, dude, you have a whole yard. So, but we'll play fetch with him. But that's just, I know that's not what he wants. He wants to like really do something with his life. But I just look at him like, look, you get a nice good walk on Sundays. That's usually the day I feel like we take him for a walk at the most. Wow, that's really impressive. And what kind of dog do you have? Do you have a big dog or a small dog? I can't remember. Hi to whoever else has joined on the live. You put a little water at the bottom of this? Or just the oil? And with the meat? No, that makes So just put a lid.
Really, what you wanted to do is just brine.
Okay. 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 Girl, a small. Oh, he's 16 pounds. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Tillman is like, I don't know, 80 pounds. He's a horse. That's all I can say about him. And then Trina, she shouldn't be 12 pounds, but she is. And then Bree, she's about probably about 45 pounds, maybe 45. We have the vet coming by this week, but she's been losing weight. So, oh my gosh, he's lucky. I'll have to let his kinfolk know over here the life he's living, because I say our dogs are country. They're just country dogs. And then when I visit my creative partner, well, we do business trip and then we do the visiting. But her dog, Ernest, let me tell you something. Ernest, he's a big guy. He's like Tillman and he has a lot of fur. Ernest eats like cooked dog food. Ernest has picked me up from the airport. Ernest never stays home by himself. I'm like, what? Our dogs have a doggy door to get in and out of the house. Like, I don't know what that life is like. Our dogs are very independent. But Ernest lives a very good life. It's the life our little dog Trina would love to have. But I'm like, girl, you're in this family and this is how it works. I used to have a Kobe pit bull. I miss that dog. Oh, I know. Bree is she's my pit boxer, and then Tillman is a pit healer. Yes, I do think that pit bulls have human tendencies, in my opinion. They're so smart. They're just very, very smart breeds, in my opinion. If we were to, we're not going to increase our dogs, not at this point in our lives. But I think if we were to go with, well, after this generation is no longer with us and we take a break from having pets, I think we would try to get like a pure pit. I think that would be our next goal. But I feel like there's always pits in the shelters, or they're mixed. But the hard part is it depends on how, to me, how long the pit's been in the shelter and how long they've been, like what level of neglect they've gone through. Do they take to you? Because they go through things and it's sometimes hard to break that cycle. It's just a regular dog. He's grumpy all the time, more now that he's old. No, thankfully, we don't have any grumpy dogs, but they definitely have their own personality. They still have one more of their I'm spoiled bones. Yeah, one more of those bones to eat, so they're a mess. But this time around, like our first dog we had, Major, we had him for 9.5 years, but he ended up having cancer, and so we had to put him down. But I feel like our dog Bree, she's different in the sense of I think she's actually growing old. Like she is a senior dog, but she's actually going to live the full extent of her life. Like I don't think she's going to be sick with anything, but just more or less, she's just going to live a long life. That's what I think. Versus Major, I think he could have lived until he was 11, but with that cancer, it just, in that time frame, it's not like what it is today when you have sick dogs. It's just different. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to hop off. It's been 1 hour and 4 minutes. I've been hopping off for a half hour, but it's been good chatting with y'all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the DMs because I need to know more about your Ireland book club person. I just need to know what's the tea. To my secret friend that's on here, hey girl, hey. But otherwise, I will chat with y'all later. I'll be live again tomorrow. Probably before class, I think. That always seems to be safe. Like somewhere after 3, but like 4 or something. That's what I'm thinking. So, anyways, guys, I will chat with y'all later. Bye. Good night. I'll let you guys know how the fall turns out too. All right. Bye.